Alright, so I haven't made a Tommy Robinson vid in a while, but last week he was found guilty of contempt of court, and he will find out his verdict on Thursday. So the three accounts that he was found guilty on were breaking a reporting restriction, filming outside of court, and being aggressive to the men on trial as they walked past and entered the building. So basically, well, this whole contempt of court shit, it's all bullshit. The trial had finished. We've established that there's no way Tommy could have the trial thrown out. This was for the verdict, and the trial had already finished, so there's nothing he could have said to harm the trial or cause the trial to get thrown out, because the trial had already finished. So I just wanted to put that out there. A lot of people don't fucking understand that. They don't want to understand it, you know. They just want to paint Tommy out to be the bad guy, and they're desperate. They're willing to, you know, go for whatever lies they can get their hands on. So somebody says it, everyone will just repeat it, even though it's not true. They just want to portray Tommy as the bad guy, even though he is, you know, he's trying to expose you know, paedophiles, but, you know, Tommy's the bad guy because he held a camera and asked some questions, right? So these three accounts, the reporting restriction and the filming outside, that is basically the same thing, because it's, you know, it is reporting, filming is reporting, and there was no reporting restriction issued. Now, I believe the court's saying there was a reporting restriction, but they didn't publish it, so therefore there wasn't. How can you break a law if you do not know the law exists? If you've not been told the law? No, it's like a speeding. It's like a speeding ticket or something. It's like, say, the new speed limit for a certain street. Say it was 70 and they change it to 50, but they don't put a 50 sign up, and then you're sitting there, you know, doing 70 because you still believe it's 70, and then you get arrested and jailed, even though they never notified you. You weren't alerted. They never stated the fact that it's 50, and that is the same with this court here. Tommy Robinson went through all the proper procedures. He went into the court. There was no reporting restriction issued. It wasn't published, it wasn't stated, it wasn't anywhere. But now all of a sudden, apparently there was a reporting restriction, and we all know it's lies. They'll change their narrative, they'll change whatever they have to try and put Tommy in bad light, to try and, you know, make Tommy the bad guy, to whatever they can do to send Tommy down, to silence Tommy. So, you know, 1 and 2, it is the same thing. It's all bullshit, but I mean, what can you do when the government's against you, when the establishment's against you? You can't win, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you have facts or the truth on your side, they'll just bend it. I mean, if you've got the right answer, they'll just change the question. You can't win. And Tommy did actually ask Donald Trump if he can give him safe haven in America, become an asylum seeker. And I hope that's true. I hope Donald Trump he's a legend already, but I mean, Jesus Christ, Donald Trump would be the greatest man to ever live if he can, you know, help get Tommy out of this shithole that is the UK. Now, on to number 3, aggressively, aggressively confronting the men coming into court. Absolute fucking nonsense. All Tommy did was ask them, "How are you feeling, guys, about your verdict?" You know, how is that aggressive? What happened was Tommy Robinson was actually responded to in an aggressive manner. I think there was 1 or 2 that didn't, but like a large majority of the people on camera that Tommy asked about, you know, what their thoughts and opinions were, most of them responded aggressively to him. Most of them made negative remarks, sexual remarks about Tommy's mother, about his wife. One guy said he was going to rape Tommy's, I believe it was his mother, it was either his mother or his wife. One guy actually physically assaulted Tommy while going to the court, and he pushed him. So yes, there was aggressors outside the court, but it wasn't Tommy Robinson. It was the fucking pedos that were being trialed inside the court. But I'm not really surprised, because if you're willing, you know what I mean, if you're capable of fucking, you know, molesting and we'll get into that in a minute. If you're capable of, you know, raping little kids, then you're capable of being aggressive and threatening to rape people's family members or physically assaulting people. There's no question about that. Now, Something else. One of the defendant, I believe it was the defendant's lawyer, says that Tommy molested the the Muslim pedo guy. Let's get while he was going to court. Tommy molested these Muslim pedos by asking them questions as they entered the court. Come on. We all know the government, the establishment. We all know we've been trying to cover up, these grooming gangs for years. You had an MP not so long ago, I forget her name, but she says that we shouldn't talk about the Muslim grooming gangs for the sake of diversity. She told the victims to shut up. Shut up. It doesn't matter if you were child raped. It doesn't matter if you were groomed. Shut up for the sake of diversity. So we all know that, they're for protecting the Muslims. We all know that. We all know that they don't take it serious. We all know that they don't care about the thousands of girls that have been raped, across England. But imagine someone actually claim that Tommy Robinson molested these Muslim rapists by asking them a question. The same Muslim rapists that are in court for molesting thousands of little girls. That is fucking sick. Now, it's not a coincidence. It's not a bad choice of word. You would never use that word, man. You would never use the word molested in this situation. Why would you use that word? There is like 200 words that you would use before that word. It is they clearly meant to. They're taking the piss, man. There's no way that that is just a coincidence. It's a slip of the tongue that they've used that word. You know what I mean? It could be like Tommy Robinson, harassed these pedos as they walked into court. Tommy Robinson bombarded these pedos. Tommy Robinson cornered, covered. To say that Tommy Robinson molested these pedos by asking them a question, they're making a joke out of this whole situation, and what an embarrassment. How did the actual victims feel that Tommy Robinson is being made out to be a molester, yet it was all these Muslims that were touching thousands of kids? Fucking disgusting. And whoever, the woman, the judge that said I'm pissed off, man. I can't even make sense of it. The defense lawyer that said that should be fucking hanged, man, or fired, or how he can get. No one's even kicking up a fuss. How the fuck can. That's like, imagine some gunman went in and got with a butcher's knife, slaughtered a bunch of children, and then you asked the guy how he's feeling, and his defense lawyer turned around and says, "Oh, you could have slaughtered that. You could have slaughtered the trial, or you could have slaughtered the case we had against him." I mean, you wouldn't use that. It would just be, it'd be embarrassing, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But Tommy Robinson has done no wrong. He is being trialed for who he is and not what he's done. Thousands of reporters do this on a daily basis. Tommy Robinson didn't do shit. He didn't do shit wrong. And if if the reporting restriction wasn't there, so how the fuck can the guy? How can you find him guilty of a rule that wasn't there? Fuck, it just doesn't make any sense, guys. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm leaving a link down below for me and my brother's co-op channel. We've made a political channel where we're going to talk about the likes of Tommy Robinson, Donald Trump, Vladimir Putin, I don't know, all those good guys. And that link will be down below. I'm trying to get away from talking about it on my main channels because I'm sick of being banned. I'm sick of being suspended and all that shit. I've already been demonetized. Like, I get it. Like, I'd rather, I'd rather, if it comes to it though, I'd rather speak the truth and get banned or demonetized. But if I can try and keep it to a separate channel, then that would be great. But I'm never going to stop talking about Tommy. I'm never going to stop telling the truth. And that is it, man. Tommy is a legend. I hope Donald Trump sees his, his plead for he's basically pleading for Tommy. Tommy's basically pleading for Donald to save his life, and that's what it is, guys. So let me know what you think down below. This contempt of court charge is fucking bullshit. He wasn't aggressive. and the fact he was filming and breaking a reporting restriction is irrelevant because there was no reporting restriction issued. It wasn't published, so you can't be guilty of something that wasn't there. You know what I mean? It is what it is, guys. Until next time, though, peace.